So we have a new update in the advanced server which is 1.6.24. In this update they have buffed many things and nerfed many things, especially Valantina, Clint, Karrie and a lot many heroes got buff and also some heroes got a nerf. So we got things to see. Let's get started. First is a buff on Valantina. Now the lifesteal that she gained from her passive is 10% higher now, from 50% to 60%. And also they have increased the range of her first skill, and the duration of stun state is 1 second now. Before it used to be 0.5 seconds. Along with that they also increased the magic power bonus of her first skill from 120 to 150%, which is 30% higher compared to before. So now we can say she can sustain a lot. Next is a nerf on Amon. They have reduced the damage of enhanced basic attack that he gained from his passive is 25 points lower now. And also they have reduced his magic power bonus 5% in all level. And now his ultimate release more shots compared to before. But to compensate that, they have increased the cooldown of his ultimate 6 seconds in all level. Next is a buff on Karrie. The slowdown effect that he gained from his passive is 25% higher now. And his first skill force swing duration is faster now, but to compensate that they have reduced his first skill base damage 30 points in all level, but damage per cast is increased by 5% in all level, and the damage that he deals to minions is 25% higher now. But now they have nerfed his ultimate where they reduced its base damage 50 points in all level. So I guess after this update his pick rate have a chance to go up. Next is a buff on Magic Bane. Now they have added a new effect to his first skill where he will create slowdown effect depends on his magic power. With the 500 magic power he will create up to 60% of slowdown effect. And now they have adjusted a second skill where the restoration of his HP will be depend upon his magic power. So technically you have to go for magic build after this update. Next is a nerf on Barats. Now his base defense is reduced by 5 points in all levels, so he won't be tanky like he used to be. Next is an adjustment on Purple. Now they have reverted the buff where they increased his base HP in the last patch. Now it is same as official server. Next is a nerf on Nathan. Now they have reduced his first skill base damage 35 points in all level. Is this a good nerf? Next is a buff on Kagura. Now they have increased her first skill base damage 25 points, especially in the early game. In the late game it is pretty much the same like before. And now they have reduced the mana cost for her second skill 25 points in all level. Next is a adjustment on Matilda. Now they have increased her first skill base damage 15 points in all level, but they have reduced the damage ratio 10%. And now they have reduced the mana cost for her second skill drastically. Along with that they also increased the base damage of her ultimate 20 points in all level. Do you think Matilda need this adjustment? Next is a nerf on Hayabusa. Now they have increased the cooldown of his second skill from 14 seconds to 16 seconds. And also his ultimate cooldown is higher compared to before. Next is a nerf on Paquito. Now they have increased the cooldown of his ultimate from 18 seconds to 24 seconds. Next is the adjustment on Povius. Now they have increased the base damage of his first skill 25 points in all level. Along with that they also reduced the mana cost 10 points in the early game and 5 points in the late game. Now his damage to the minions is 10% higher compared to before. Next is a buff on Argus. Now they have increased the base damage of his enhanced basic attack that he gained from his passive is 40% higher now. It is a good buff on Argus. Next is a buff on aldous. Now they have reduced the cooldown of his first skill 1 second in the early game and 2 seconds in the late game. Next is a buff on glue. Now they have reduced the cooldown of his second skill, especially in the late game. So after this update we can see glue in the ranked games. Next is the adjustment on Cranger. Now they have adjusted the issue where he couldn't able to gain attack speed from the equipments and his emblem. And also now they have reduced 10% of attack speed ratio from his passive. Next is the adjustment on Audit. Even if there is only one enemy, your passive can be activated and the sound wave will be jumping between you and the enemy. And now her second skill casting speed will be faster. Next is a buff on Karrie. Now they have reduced the mana cost for her first skill and ultimate literally literally half of the points. It is literally a big buff on karrie. Along with that, they also increased her ultimate damage ratio of 5% in early game. This is definitely a big buff on karrie. Next is a buff on Bruno. Now they have increased his first skill base damage 50 points, especially in the late game, which is actually a good buff. Next is a buff on Clint. Now they have buffed his passive where they added 100 physical attack bonus now. It will only take part in his enhanced basic attack, but still I feel like he need more buff. Next is a buff on God. Now they have increased his ultimate base damage 20 points in the early game and 30 points in the late game. Next is a nerf on X-Borg. Now they have reduced his base HP, along with that they also reduced the shield HP accordingly. So after the update, X-Borg will be squishy now. Next is a nerf on Jawhead. Now they have increased the cooldown of his second skill 3 seconds from 12 to 15 seconds. But to compensate that, now they have increased the base damage of his ultimate. But it is still not enough to make Jawhead tank disappear. So what do you think about this update? Are you excited for the new hero Aemon? Do let me know in the comment section. See you until the next video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.